Was really shocked that it's worked for me. Now, I needed some money fast because the situation I was in, I've never been in that situation before. So I was like in panic mode. I was like, what I'm gonna do? Where I'm gonna get the money from? I didn't have any money coming in. Nobody had any money to loan me. So I was like in a bad situation. So in this video, I'm explaining to you how I manifested money without a job using one of Neville Goddard's manifestation techniques. Now I was blown away how easy this technique was because I really didn't have to do much. So when it worked for me, I was like, God, I can't believe this worked for me. This is crazy. Now, I needed some money fast because the situation I was in, I've never been in that situation before. So I was like in panic mode. I was like, what I'm gonna do? Where I'm gonna get the money from? I didn't have any money coming in. Nobody had any money to loan me. So I was like in a bad situation. I didn't know what to do. But I'm into manifestation. And I found Neville Goddard's technique. So I'm going to tell you what technique I use in a minute and also tell you the situation I was in because I've never been in this situation before. So I'm going to tell you what the situation I was in that I need the money for. Now, please guys, watch this video all the way to the very end because the situation I was in, you could be in that same situation right now. So if this manifestation technique helped me, it can also help you. So please watch this all the way to the very end. Now the name of the technique is I Remember When. So this is how it works. So let's say you need some money and you need it fast. So all you do with this technique is say, I remember when I had, let's say for example, $100. And you visualize yourself having that money. And you just say this over and over again throughout the day. You can write it down. So the most important times that you need to say, I remember when, is early in the morning when you wake up. Because that's when you are still in an alpha state at that time. You're just getting up, but you're not completely awake. So you be in the alpha state for a little while in the morning, maybe 30, 40 minutes. So as soon as you wake up, you say, I remember when I had $100 or $10,000, whatever amount that you're trying to manifest. And when you go to bed at night, you do the same thing. But you have to be in a real drowsy state. So like you falling asleep, your eyes is getting heavy. That's when you say, I remember when, and visualize yourself having that money. So that's how the technique works. The other thing, you have to be in a good feeling state. You can't be in a bad feeling state. You can't be in a state where you are desperate. If you're in a state of desperation, it's not going to work for you because you're on a low vibration. You need to be on a high vibration. So you got to have a good, happy feeling. So let me tell you my situation. So my situation was I had a job for a long time. I'm talking about almost 20 years. Yes, can you believe it? Almost 20 years. I know I look young, but I'm older. I'm older than what you think. But anyway, that was a little joke. But anyway, so I was at this job for maybe like 17, 18 years. I got laid off. It was during the pandemic, so I got laid off. And I did get a little severance pay. That didn't last long. Now, when the severance pay ran out, I found another temporary job. But again, it was temporary. So that didn't last. I had some savings that I saved up, but that ran out because I couldn't find another job, so I wasn't making any money. So I didn't have any income coming in at all. So I didn't know what to do because I had rent coming up. I had other expenses coming up, car note, light bill, other expenses, cell phone bill. So I had all these expenses coming up that I was behind on. But the most important thing was the rent. So rent was due. And where I live, I don't know what you guys, as far as you guys' apartment, if y'all live in an apartment, they give you like a couple of days to make the payment. After that, you're late. So I was still looking for a job or trying to find other ways to make money because I needed over $1,000. So while I was doing that, I was like, hey, I'm into manifestation. I know about manifestation. Let me implement one of Neville Goddard's manifestation technique. So I looked through a list of them. And so I picked I Remember When. So at this time, I was past due on my rent. So it was getting to the stage where I could be evicted because they gave me a letter. They put a letter on my door saying if you don't come up with the $1,000 something dollars, matter of fact, it was $1,008, something like that, because every month my rent fluctuate. It could be higher, it could be lower, but it's always over $1,000. So I had to get over $1,000 for my rent. So if I didn't get this money, I was going to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? I implemented the manifestation technique. And this is what I said. I said, I remember when I had $1,008 for my rent. So I said that several times. I also said it a different way. I said, I remember having $1,008 for my rent, and I felt so good. I felt so happy. So I said both of those affirmations every day. I wrote them down every day, every hour. I was writing them down. And I also did it in the morning, night, and the evening. So I did that, and also I did the technique where you go to sleep and you say it to yourself, and also when you wake up, you say it to yourself. So I did that for, I'll say, 5 to 6 days. Mind you, at this time, I'm far behind on my rent. You know what I'm saying? I'm days. And it was like 2 more days until it get to the point where I had to pay more money on my rent. So they said, okay, if you come up with the rent amount, which is $1,008, something like that. If you come up with that amount within, I think it was like 5 or 6 days after my due date, we won't add any other late fees. So from the day I was past due all the way until the day that I probably have to pay the late fees, which was like another $80 to $100, I used the technique. And this is going to really blow your mind, guys. On that day that I had to go and talk to them and let them know if I had the rent money or not. At the time, when I woke up, I did not have the rent money. I did not have the rent money. So throughout that whole day, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have the rent money. They close at 6 o'clock. And if I didn't have it by 6 or before 6, I'm done. That's it. I'm gonna have to move out. because I'm not going to have the money. So at 5:31 p.m. This is what I received in my PayPal account. Yeah, you see it, guys. I received $1,008 from a settlement. As you can see, it was a settlement, and I got it through PayPal. So I didn't get it through the mail, with no email. I got it through PayPal. So that money was there immediately for me to get. I was blown away. So as soon as I got that, I transferred that to my bank. I went to my apartment manager's office, and I said, yo, I got the money. And they said, hey, we was about to leave, and we was about to tack on that late fee, and also you would have to get out if you didn't have it. So you came just in time. So I paid the rent, and I saved myself from getting kicked out. So guys, you need to try this technique. Please try the technique. I'm telling you, it can work for you. It worked for me, it can work for you. So follow those steps, and I'm telling you, the money will come to you just in time when you need it. All right, guys, if you found some value in this video, you know what you need to do. I don't even want to say it. I'll go ahead and say it anyway. Please subscribe for me. Give me a like and share this everywhere. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because once I get there, I'm going to reward a lucky subscriber some money. So please leave your comment down below, because I'm going to randomly pick that person. That person's going to win some free money once this channel get to 1,000 subscribers. So help me out, guys. And on that note, peace, get woke, and keep manifesting.